Hi, Dr. Monica here from Lift, Laugh, Kegel. Today we are going to do pelvic floor 101. So here is the 3D pelvis that I use with all of my clients, and her name is Jenny Talia. So Jenny is going to help demonstrate the pelvic floor muscles and organs for you. First, we've got the bones of the pelvis. So these are the bones you could feel at your waist. You've got the pubic bone in front. If I flip this around, you're gonna have your sacrum, which is the bony part, like right in between your butt cheeks you can feel. And at the very, very bottom is your tailbone. It's just this tiny little bone here. So we're gonna flip her over, and this is the view that the gynecologist would have if you're laying on your back and they're doing an exam. Now, there's no skin covering this, so if we had x-ray vision, we could take away one layer at a time. We would remove the skin, and this is what we would see. So you have your urethra, vagina, and the anus, and there's different layers of pelvic floor muscles. So when I zoom in, you can see that these smaller layers are known as the superficial pelvic floor muscles. So when you're on the elevator and you want to pass gas and someone else gets on and you're like, heck no, not gonna do that, and you squeeze your muscles and you don't fart, these are the muscles that you're activating. So you're already knowing how to activate your pelvic floor muscles, even if you didn't know that you had pelvic floor muscles. Now, I'm gonna take away the most superficial layer here, and then we can see the deeper layer beneath that, okay? And these muscles go from front to back, and there's a group of them, and all together they act like a hammock at the bottom of your body to help support all of your organs, your intestines, your bladder, your colon, all of that good stuff. So these are the pelvic floor muscles that are really active as part of your core. Most people think of the core and they think abs. Well, the core is actually your breathing muscle, which is under your ribs, your back muscles, your pelvic floor at the bottom, and then all your abdominals going around. And that makes a canister shape, kind of like a Coke can. Okay, that is the 3D core. So your deeper abdominal muscles work with these deeper pelvic floor muscles to help give you support as you're moving around, lifting, walking, talking, laughing, sneezing, running, jumping, all of that. Which is why having healthy pelvic floor muscles can help to improve conditions like urine leakage, pelvic pain, chronic pelvic pain, which I just said, as well as like problems like constipation, going to the bathroom too frequently, or just help you bounce back, during pregnancy if you're having any problems, as well as postpartum. Definitely important to understand these muscles. I do just want to jump briefly into the pelvic organs. So here are all of the organs. You've got your bladder, urethra, vagina, uterus, and then these are the fallopian tubes in the ovary, and then your colon here. And what I want you guys to take away from this is that all of these organs are really close together, and because they're really close together, they can cause problems between each other. So for example, if I have constipation that's ongoing and I'm not doing anything about it, it can actually start to push in on the vagina, maybe contribute to pain during sex, or push in on the bladder and give me symptoms like going to the bathroom really frequently, but then not peeing a whole lot once I'm there. Okay, so if you have a problem that's ongoing in one area, just because of how close they are, how close the nerves that travel to each area are, you can start to kind of have irritation of the other ones, the other organs. And I explain it like maybe this organ has no problem with it, right? But think of your next door neighbors. You are a great neighbor, you're doing nothing wrong, but your next door neighbors are throwing a rager till 4 a.m. Like you're still gonna be up and you're still gonna be irritated even though you didn't decide to have that party. And that's kind of what happens with the pelvic floor as well, the pelvic floor organs, because of how close they are. And that can happen between the muscles and the organs as well. So the muscles sit right along here at the very bottom. And if you have a muscle problem, it can start to affect how these organs are functioning and vice versa. Thankfully, there's pelvic floor physical therapy. We specialize in working with muscles and then helping you to modify lifestyle if you have any problems with the organs, with the muscles, or with both. So there you have it. There is pelvic floor 101.